What it do, y'all? It's your boy Ty Scooty back with another reaction video. And today we got Spirit Entertainment. It's our first time reacting to this channel. If y'all want to go show love to that channel, please do. If y'all want to tune into live reactions, check out Ty Scooty on TikTok. We're always reacting to something. This one is called She Let Another Man Clap, then watched him put 16 shots into her husband. Let's get into it.
And another fast motion start running after him, and it was kind of like a click kind of situation. If you
think that this can work, don't keep cutting me off. I really do think that this can work.
Recommendation?
What you don't understand is I don't want to work out.
Him laying there with a
So this nigga the whole time was recording the shit that she was saying, and she wasn't even knowing. Backdoor bitch. Backdoor bitch. That's what we gonna call her. I'm sorry. Like normally, y'all know I don't be throwing that word out until it hit. Same as how I call a nigga whatever, bro. Like, dude, this, you mean to tell me that you were really saying, bro, this shit is so fucking sad. People, bro, thank you, Red. People are losing their lives to the people they really trust the most. You know? And regardless on how or what they're going through, this should have never been a case.
bullet to the back of his head.
To his head,
with a
too.
bullet to his neck. With a bullet, 14 bullets to his back.
I'm being so serious when I say this. Some of y'all need to click off this video and not even watch it because it will emotionally ruin you if you're not ready. It is that serious, y'all. This shit affected me. And that's crazy coming from me because I bring y'all real life crazy content. Not even that, I bring y'all the craziest of crazy. And this emotionally fucked me up. It moved me because of how insane this is. This will literally alter the way you view people and women forever. Yes, I mean that, bro. He literally walked in on the love of his life, his wife, who he literally has a child with. He walked in on her getting destroyed. Excuse my language, bro. He walked in on her going crazy, cheating on him, being unfaithful, whatever phrase you want to use, in her mom's house. And as soon as he found out, as soon as he walked in, he got executed. 1 to the head, 1 to the neck, and 14 shots to the back. Yes, y'all heard that right, to his back.
Him laying there with a bullet to the back of his head. With a bullet to his neck. With a bullet, 14 bullets to his back.
How does that happen? You get shot in your back when your back is turned away to your executioner. And who is his executioner?
This nigga on Battlefield 2.
His girl was being clobbered by. The man his girl was being unfaithful with. The man his girl was being promiscuous with. And when I say this is his wife,
and I never understand this because now, bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, regardless if she was the one that pulled the trigger or not, I genuinely believe that okay, I'm sorry for the baby, but the baby's gonna have to grow up without both parents because the mom wanted to be a fucking slut. She wanted to be sucking and fucking on random niggas that not only put her in danger, her life, her husband, or her man, or I can't even say her man because she didn't even respect him like that. Everyone's life was put at risk with the fact that she wanted to go and hunch on another nigga. You know what I mean? So if that being the case, you at least should be held liable for the murder of your man. I think it's in California, right? What is it? What was it in California that we saw? That's what I love about learning these laws because you start tapping in on some new laws. It's either in California. No, it is in California. It is in California because we heard about it in the case of the 3 y'all remember the 5 robbers that broke into that jewelry store and then the owner killed 2 of them and then the other 3 are being charged with the murder of the 2? Yeah, because you should be charged with the murder of someone if you are held liable for why it happened. This man lost his life because you wanted to be a fast-ass little girl going around getting fucked by some other nigga that don't even respect you. And this is the thing, this nigga crashed out and killed this man and now she's gonna be out fucking another nigga. All for what? You know what I mean? Like, these people are throwing their life away for women that are just gonna go get fucked by the next dick.
When I say this is the mother of his kids, I'm not talking about no old person or somebody who's this guy is 20 years old, bro, or 21. That's
Rest
how
in
old
peace.
I am.
Rest in
This is
peace.
why this shit hits home because he's literally my age, y'all. This shit is gonna hurt you. To all my guys, I swear to God, when I say this, like, this video, I don't give a how long you've been watching me for. Sit up straight and just understand what we're getting ourselves into, because I'm not just gonna tell y'all this story. Please understand that I have footage, secret recordings that she took of him. You know what, I'm not even gonna spoil it. I got videos that she posted on the internet defending herself, because before this incident where he got killed for walking in on her being a thought, before this incident he got shot at and run down in public in a situation where the only people that knew his exact location was her and her best friend. So
now this shit got me 10 times more mad. She's already tried to get this nigga set already. This nigga got hawked down and chased by niggas with guns, and the only person that knew his location was his girl. Fuck his girl's friend, because the friend really don't give a fuck. You know it was a girl. You don't gotta say the girl's friend, because why would the girl's friend try and get that nigga hit? Be real. Be fucking real. The only person that knew of his location was his girl, and this nigga got oh my gosh, bro. DTA, bro. Yo, this shit's so fucking heartbreaking, bro. That's why, hey, I'm gonna say it to all my homies in the chat, and I mean homies. There's times where I'm gonna talk to the girls too, but I need to talk to the homies, because this situation is one of those situations that is very too common. You know what I mean? And it can go both ways, but I wanna say for the dudes, because that's where I've mainly seen it. Y'all gotta remember that just because they got a pussy doesn't mean that they're heavenly. You know what I mean? You treat every woman like you know they can do no wrong, but some of these motherfuckers are so evil, so fucking evil. You see all these, and it really happens. And I noticed, yo, this hits the wrong group, niggas will be mad, but the same people who will be mad are the same people that'll probably do that shit. There are women that are dead set niggas up, call other niggas to get the job done to them, and then act like they had no part in it. They're like, oh, whatever. Now I'm gonna go get a Birkin bag. Like, bro, you know what I mean? Like, they do that shit, and they see no wrong in it because they're not the one pulling the trigger. That's why, I mean, right? Like what happened to Mo3, bro. It happened with Mo3. It happens in all these situations. 9 to 10 times out of 10, nigga. If a nigga is getting killed, it's almost okay. You know what? It's either about bread or women. Pride can go with both. PNB Rock. Rest in peace, PNB. I'm gonna explain this real quick, just in case none of y'all know before we get back into this video. PNB Rock. All these horses in my car got me going fast. Bro, nigga, yo, rest in peace to a real one. He was always, he wasn't even one out there to be like that, you know? But he took his girl, I remember this story, I remember when it happened. I think it was to a Waffle House. It was some shit like that. And no one knew what happened because he got ran up on, tried to get, someone tried to rob him and shot him. His girl had posted his fucking location. His girl had posted the fucking location of where they had been going. And then the thing is, a lot of them try and sit there and act stupid. Oh, well, I didn't know. You were with a nigga that's making so much bread that there are obviously people out there that are trying to get him. And you don't know that you posted the location?
Obviously, people.
And the thing is, what is the point in posting the location? What does it do for you? You already got to experience whatever the fuck you were doing. You were. What was the point of it? Y'all know the point. Straight
were
job.
Making accusations against her, and she went and posted a YouTube video or whatever video defending herself and explaining her side of the story.
Her ass should have just shut the fuck up.
His parents weighing in and giving their side to this entire situation. So this shit is about to get crazy real quick, and let's jump right into it. The man I'm talking about here is Tyree Tashawn Richardson, and he was 20 years
Rest in
old
peace,
when he
bro.
got executed in front of the love of his life. He literally died in her arms, by the way. She held him in his last moments. He fell in love with this woman, and they met each other in high school. So they were together since they were teenagers. And not only that, they had a kid together, right? He had a baby boy at the age of like 19, 20. And if you live in this generation, if you live in this day and age, you know that's a scary ass position to be in. Bro, you can barely afford to live on your own.
I didn't see
know
what you
how
said
hard
by
it
that Viking. My bad, bro. What did Big Sean? What did Big Sean say in one of his songs, bro? I can't even remember what it would have been. Tell me the song. I might remember what it is.
is out here. So most guys are gonna run away from responsibility. Most guys are gonna literally go grab some milk and leave.
I don't fuck with.
He decides to not do that. He decides to actually step in and be a man like you should and take responsibility. He was also self-employed, meaning he was hustling, trying to provide and actually be a stand-up guy. How? Well, he was actually the owner of a food truck called D-Spot.
Bro, it's spanking, dude. Give me a month or two, man. This motherfucker will be up and running. I want y'all support.
And he was a dog breeder, so he would breed dogs and sell the offspring for money, which now that I think about it, that's actually a smart-ass idea. And on top of that, he was trying to be a rapper. So you can clearly tell he had an ambition right here, bro, and was trying in life. Like I said, not too many would be as stand-up or as taking life seriously with a kid at this young of an age. That's when you got to either throw it in overdrive or dip. He chose
It seems like it's one of those. It seems like it's one of those those videos where in the meantime they play Battlefield 6. Bro, that's all I was saying. Whenever I first caught it, I was like, damn, this nigga playing Battlefield. Nigga, whole time, like it's not funny what he's talking about, but y'all know what I'm saying. It reminds me of those old, like, what's that nigga's name, Leafy videos or whatever the fuck, where like they just be playing gameplay in the back and talking about whatever. But no, like this is sad as fuck because he was just trying to make it. He was just trying to do what he had to do to live for his son and live for his girl, and yet his girl was the main backdoor bitch, bro. BDB, bro. DTA and BDB. That's the two acronyms for the day, bro. Because, yo, how the fuck you gonna backdoor a nigga that's really, and you know that's why I'm saying I hope that she has to serve justice for what she did, because I don't think she should be able to go off and live life like everything like was normal. Because you know she'll fucking live like she was the victim. Oh, now I gotta now I'm a single mom. I gotta raise my baby alone. Nigga, you set up your nigga because you wanted to get fucking cracked. You know what I mean? And the thing is, too, this would be the same one saying, oh, well, now I gotta find another man who's gonna help take care of the baby. Bro, always thinking about niggas. This nigga that. Trying to get dick in the pussy, dick in the ass. Bitch trying to get every whole field. You know what I mean? Like, bro, fuck that shit, bro. That shit actually pisses me off. Cause had you actually cared about your daughter and your family in the first place, you wouldn't have had to worry about taking dick. You know what I mean? Like you grown. You already, bro, I appreciate the follows, y'all. You grown. You already dealt with what you had to do. And this is what I feel. I feel this way for both men and women. Both men and women. The second you have a kid, quit with the bullshit. Quit with the bullshit. Out being promiscuous and fucking and shit like that, bro. Grow the fuck up. How old are you? How old are you as a grown adult with a kid? Whether you are in love still with the person you had that kid with or not, nigga, you had the kid with that person. Respect the bondmanship of family. Respect the bondmanship of family. Because regardless on how you feel about your wife or your girl, you got with them in the first place. You got with them to fuck them, and you got with them to have a baby. So live, learn, and deal with the 18 years that you gotta deal with the consequences of that. You know what I mean? You can't. I get it. Oh, but I wasn't happy with him. If the nigga wasn't beating you, or if the girl wasn't cheating on you, doing all this other shit, stay with it and stick it through. Because that baby needs two healthy parents in their life. Now, that baby gonna grow up and probably gonna end up just like one of them. Not like just one of them. It's a little boy. So that little boy is gonna grow up without a father, grow up without a father figure. And even if he has that father figure, not the father figure he needed, let's be real, every boy deserves their father in their life. and now also their mother. So even if his mother comes out of prison, he's gonna sit there and know that his fast ass mom is the reason why he doesn't have a dad. And that's gonna build resentment towards women. And he's gonna hate all women because of that. And now you just created an endless cycle where this nigga's probably gonna be the same nigga that goes and cracks other niggas' women and then ends up killing them. Oh, well, my mom was doing this, and it's just makes another person a victim at the end of the day.
Downfall started in 2020 when he was approximately 18 or 19 years old. What did he do at that age? He decides to throw a birthday party. So on April 26th of 2020,
I got a daughter and she ain't
on
even
his
mine
birthday,
yet. I'm here being a father.
you can see on the screen
See,
right
bro?
now, they throw a party, they invite a bunch of people. You can tell it's a lot
Thank
of
y'all for
people around
10,000
him.
likes, too. I
After the
appreciate
party,
y'all.
late at
Much
night,
love, y'all.
He stops at a parking lot to smoke. And that's when a random, or I shouldn't say random, that's when a masked demon runs up on him with a gun and literally chases him down in the dead of the night, trying to shoot and end him right there. And who was with him? Who was able to witness this situation? Who were the only two people here? His girl, his wife, the mother of his kids, and her best friend. No
Again,
one else.
again, no. And see, this is what I'm saying too. I know y'all, for YouTube, go ahead and press that double tap, 10 seconds by, 15, however many by, if you don't want to hear what the fuck I gotta say. Y'all, bro, this is that shit. If y'all are with someone and they have their friends always around y'all, that is a fucking red flag. I get it. There are some times where you can be cool with your significant other's friends. Bro, in both times this nigga's life was set up and put in danger, both of the little women were involved. And you know why? It's because they both vouch for each other's badass behaviors. Oh, girl, my nigga pissing me off. He not letting me go out with you tonight. We can't go party. Girl, fuck that nigga. You don't need a nigga like that. You don't need no nigga holding you down. You only 20 years old. You don't need no nigga holding you back from life. Bro, I can already hear the convos. That nigga don't do shit for you. No. He can't even raise his child right. He's trying to be a wannabe ass rapper. He ain't even a real nigga. Bro. Nigga, do not get with a girl when her best friend is her fucking brain. Let me say that again. Do not get a girl when her best friend is her brain. There's a lot of these women that are so smart and they let they dumbass friends ruin the shit they got going on. This best friend girl, no wonder she was always with them because she didn't have a nigga her damn self. Ain't no nigga wanna be with that. You know what I mean? She was probably always third wheeling, trying to, oh, well, let me go. Oh, you ain't gonna buy me? Like, bro, this shit got me mad as fuck. Rest in peace to this man that died. This young king, bro.
Else.
Rest in power.
Unless somebody has a fucking helicopter on top of you or has your phone hacked, how the did this gunman know your location? And on top of that, he pulls out a gun and runs you down, meaning he's trying to injure you, meaning he's not trying to rob you. Because if he was trying to rob you, he would have said that, and I would have heard it from her mouth. That is clear as day a setup. Let's hear it from her point of view before I continue.
I'm about to get mad, bro. I'm about to be so mad.
April 26th was Tyree's birthday. And for Tyree...
I hate her voice already. I fucking hate her voice already. She's talking like a goddamn YouTuber. Lord forgive me. I've been trying to get better at that. I'm trying to get better at the way I talk. But you hear the fucking like vlog-esque accent she has? Hey, what it do, YouTube? You gonna tell y'all how my baby daddy got killed? Like, bro.
Tyree's birthday, I had got somebody to come in, do an at-home massage for him.
Bro,
Hey,
I am a YouTuber, but I'm talking about this, bro. You know what I mean? Like, she's setting the camera up, getting everything ready, like she got a look. She's acting like we're interrogating her right now. Bitch, you're slow. You should only be talking about this shit in front of a lawyer.
Brunch. I had went out. I had got him gifts.
I didn't read that. A massage?
We had Tyree's birthday. And for Tyree's birthday,
yo, I can't read that shit. Nope, you're bringing... It's too fucking blurry, y'all. Damn.
I had got somebody to come in, do an at-home massage for him. I had cooked brunch. I had went out. I had got him gifts. We had went out to dinner with his family, and then we went to the club. She came. Tyree's brother had came, and Tyree's brother's friends had came. So mind you, like, she drunk. she ends up throwing up outside the club. She's literally like has the door open outside the black truck, like with her head out, like she bent, like she twisted.
Wait. Start over, Monty. Come on, Monty. We about to go to the car.
Wait, bitch, you gotta throw up some more. Come on, hurry up. Get that shit.
Me and this girl, we had fell out a couple months before this. We didn't start hanging out with each other up until March, right before I went to Miami to get my surgery. So when he pulls into the parking spot,
Yo, I could have told you this bitch was a BBL bandit. I was going to Miami for the surgery.
he put the car in park, he started rolling up a J. He never was going into the house. He never was like leaving us in the car or nothing like that. He was getting out to hit his J.
God damn.
That shit is so fucking scary. That shit is so fucking scary because there's a lot of times in life where you're gonna have to run for your life. You know what I mean? But I don't think there's anything scarier than running from someone that has a weapon faster than you can run. You know what I mean? It's different whenever someone's chasing you with a knife, chasing you with a bat, a fucking wooden plank, whatever the case may be. Bro, you're being chased by something that you get hit once, nigga, you're getting tapped. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if any of y'all have ever had to live through a situation where you had to dodge through gunfire or some shit like that. I'm praying for you. I'm praying for you. And I'm sorry you had to go through that. But if y'all niggas have played through like paintball, airsoft, nigga, you realize how real life gets, bro. like bro, first time I played paintball and then I got tapped in the side of the head and I didn't even know where I got shot from. I was like, bro, what the fuck? Like I wasn't even, obviously I got hurt after it hit and I started feeling it swell a little bit, you know. But in the moment that I got hit, all I could think about was, damn, if this was real life, I would be done for, you know. Not unless you're 50 Cent, bro.
Hey, in a moment like this, bro, I'm turning to somebody faster than you say it, bro. My fucking legs are Rock Lee after he took off them weights. Can you imagine the adrenaline rush you get when you have a fucking demon chasing you, trying to inch you? Your legs, you can't even feel them anymore. But y'all see this man running for his life? Realistically, it's two scenarios. Y'all heard what she said, and it could
and then this nigga's gonna throw in a clip right after of him shooting someone that's running on fucking Battlefield.
That, I mean, this is his neighborhood, by the way, that he pulled up to. So it wasn't his house, but it was his neighborhood. Meaning it could be somebody who was waiting for him in the dead of the night and coincidentally, randomly noticed that his car pulled up and is parked and decides to try to kill him or hurt him. Or either his girl or her best friend shared his location to whoever this masked person that chased him down when he parked up at the parking lot, because they're the only people with him and they're the only people that know exactly where he is and have phones on them that they can share the location. I'm not gonna sit here and blame her outright because I can't, but I'm gonna leave.
Oh yeah. He can't say it. He can't say it, but fuck it, I will. It's her fucking fault. It's her fault. I don't care if you didn't pull the trigger. Nigga, you getting fucked by this nigga? Yeah. Cause as a woman, and I'm never really the type to say like as a woman, because there's a lot of people, oh, well, you can't ever decide what a woman gonna do. Nah, I'm gonna say it like this. As a woman, you know how much power you have over a man. There's a lot of women that know the power they have over men, and then whenever those men start exuding out that the reason behind it, you know what I mean? They act so clueless. Oh, well, I didn't know he really would have. Ma'am, you really put it on this nigga and you think he wasn't gonna do something for you? Bro, if a nigga is with you and a nigga loves you, that nigga will damn near do anything for you. And so I'm not gonna lie when I say it. Had he survived the situation and he still found out that she was getting fucking cracked, I think he would have crashed out. Because what the fuck do you mean in my birthday and you getting slutted and fucked? You sucking fucking all the above on my bed? Hell no. I'll really crash out.
leave it up to y'all. Get in the comments and let me know if you think she set him up.
Hiring a
here, or you
hitman
think
for
it's just a
sure.
random coincidence. Because the way this piece of shit is chasing him down, that's not the chase of somebody you're trying to even rob.
Taking out the
bro.
not taking out the trash is
You're
wild.
chasing somebody you want to hurt right here. Look at that, bro. They're both running full stride. I'm talking about full max leg length. Look at this. Bro, it looks like the second guy is faster.
I jumped in the driver's seat. I put the car in drive.
Hey, and
I
that's
started-
why it's scary, bro. That's why it's scary. A lot of these niggas is, bro. A lot of these niggas are really Mr. Hawk 'em down. Like I try not to like say it like that, but bro, a lot of these young niggas ain't never make the field, so they done hopped in the streets. You know what I mean? No wonder these niggas are so fast. Of course they can run in some fucking Atlanta skinny jeans. These niggas used to run on the field, bro. They'll hit the cut like they're running a route. You know it. And it's just like, damn. That nigga was, you seen how he was running behind him. That shit's scary.
Driving in the direction where Tyreek ran. Now, mind you, it was not as quick as like, he started running. The dude, I seen another fast motion start running after him, and it was kind of like a click kind of situation. If you ever been in a situation where, you know, it's happening fast, stuff kind of slow down. So I'm like, I gotta get myself together. I literally jump in the driver's seat, put the car in drive, and I start driving in the direction of where he ran to. Now, when I'm driving, I got the windows down. I roll the windows down. I'm literally calling his name out from the car, like Tyree, like yelling his name out. And I'm like, we like, come to the car. And so I don't hear no commotion. I don't hear like no rustling. I don't hear him. So
He's running for his life. Of course. Why the fuck? Bro, he barely has time to breathe. He probably can't even fucking respond if he wanted to.
Now,
you need every molecule of energy in your body to be focused on.
This is gonna seem like a heavy reach, but I'm gonna say it like this too. I know there are some women that'll really do that, really hop on that driver's seat and go look for their man in that case. But I've seen so many cases that the women, bro, you see this nigga out shooting, you heads down over your head, bro. She's like, yeah, whenever it's a fight or flight situation, you sort of get in that mode and you just start doing shit. It really sounds like she knew her life wasn't in danger. You driving straight towards the danger. Hey, get in the car. Get in the car. You know what I mean? Like, are we reacting to a reaction? This is fire interception. She probably on TikTok talking to best friend, bro.
Running, and that guy behind him was
What's
faster.
good, Lucci?
Literally, bro, he looked faster. I'm surprised he didn't catch up to him and actually hurt him. Talking about you didn't hear anything or no commotion. No, duh, bro, he's running for his life. And it's dark outside, so you're trying to like play hide and seek too. In the sense of if there's like a hill or something and you run right over
W
it. There's a
Lucci, bro.
bush, you're trying to, bro, his mind isn't trying to think of anything but survival in that instant. The last thing he wants to do is get in the car that a girl is driving, bro. Then he's really cooked. What the fuck? You got this demon chasing you. I'm not even gonna elaborate, bro. Y'all get it. That's the last resort, bro. I'd rather take my chances running with my legs than
don't hear like no rustling. I don't hear him. So I start circling the neighborhood. Our neighborhood had one entrance on one side, another entrance on another side. So I'm literally going.
Thank y'all for the likes, for real.
The other one, like circling, yelling his name out. So the last time that I circled, it's a police car parked in the library that was adjacent to our neighborhood. The library was one entrance. You go down a little bit. Our neighborhood was the next entrance over. So I see a police car parked in the parking lot of the library. Mind you, we live in Crofton. It's a predominantly white area. It's not too much going on. For the most part, it's quiet, it's peaceful. You know, like some days.
Hey, tidy's your people. Hey, that's Binger, bro. That's a big Binger, bro. Been like this since birth.
We leaving our doors unlocked, like getting comfortable. Like it's one of those type of neighborhoods. I start hitting my horn and like getting my lights and like flagging the officer down. He put his lights on and start following me into the neighborhood.
And that's what she had to say about it. I don't know why the video quality was bad, bro. I tried to look up her social media and I couldn't find it. This is the only video of the videos that she posted where, you know, clearly she's telling her side of the story that I could find, so the quality is not my fault. But anyways, y'all heard it from her own voice, from her own story. After this, he was suspicious of her, so much so to the point where he like spoke about it with his parents and friends, as I understand, in a sense of being confused as to how this person found him and was able to run him down. So I'm gonna throw that out there.
Oh, this is okay. My bad. This was the first situation. Oh, so this is the situation he survived. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And y'all, I know if y'all with a woman y'all love, and even in this is one where we could also throw it both ways. Bro, women, if y'all with a man that y'all love, men, women that y'all love, bro, please be safe. And I know as much as y'all love them, do not put anything past reality. Do not put anything past reality. This nigga had all the signs in front of him. All the signs in front of him that she was setting him up. And he just trusted it. He told his family, he told his friends that he felt that it was gonna happen. And yet it still did, because he chose to love her. He chose to be there for his kids. You know what I mean? And that's so much. And this is another point where it sounds so crazy. It sounds so crazy, but I want y'all to hear my take when I say this, because as I said, it's gonna sound crazy. So if y'all are very religious, I hope this doesn't offend you in a way. But I'm just trying to bring it into like a term where people can like understand it. As y'all know, when Jesus was betrayed, and obviously, let me first say I'm not comparing this man to Jesus. You know, I'm just saying the situations. Amongst everyone that he loved, he still knew that one would betray him. He told others he knew he would be betrayed, and he knew it. He told everyone he knew he would be betrayed, and yet he still walked himself into that situation, you know. And obviously, you know, the Lord Jesus himself, that it's a different situation. But the man here, he knew he would be betrayed. He felt everything wrong in his being. He felt, how does it make sense that the only person that knew my location was my girl, and this nigga was hawking me down? Like, all the signs were in front of him, and he chose to ignore it because it was the mother of his kid and the woman that he loved. You know, y'all gotta be careful.
Before we get to the climax, before we get to the situation that actually made him lose his life, I want to show y'all this secret recording she took of her conversations with him, where he was basically trying to keep their relationship together and their family together and not tear it apart. Let's watch it together. I haven't seen all of this. I've seen a good portion of it, but let's listen in.
You should my child, for all the shit I dragged you through for the last 4 years, you know. I honestly feel as if our next 6 months.
She got tired of dealing with him. She had a real nigga that wanted to stay with her through all thick and thin for the kid. And this is exactly what I was saying in the last episode, y'all. Actually, I didn't say this in the last episode. I said it this episode. Bro, if you're with someone, I get it. If you're going through some shit, and even if y'all don't like each other, please acknowledge that kids need both parents in their life. Kids need both parents in their life. Instead of splitting up and then fucking hating each other and then, you know, pinning it on the kids in most cases, why don't y'all just stay together? And then y'all could either maybe have a chance to save the relationship or turn it into something else. Be close with each other, you know? In no way should have ended like this.
It's gonna be so great about a relationship that you will be able to just forget about everything that's happened in the past. I just really think you would see a greater change. I don't like when you tell me it's no more, because I really got faith in this shit. I really do care. I really do.
And I think the part that fucks me up over this way more is this is a video that she made. She secretly recorded this, and you know exactly what she probably did? She probably went right to her best friend after, listened to this shit, and they were probably laughing together. They're probably, oh my gosh, look at this lame ass nigga. You try to stay with me. And her best friend's like, yeah, he don't deserve you. He don't deserve you, queen.
Listen,
Think that this can work. Don't keep cutting me off. I really do think that this can work. I know we can work it out. I want to do this shit with you without my home, without you being in my home, without you being here. It sucks. It's empty.
Wow.
Yesterday, I was fucking in my room all day. I can't keep doing
Why
it.
would she be recording this, by the way? And not just recording it, but this shit is on the internet, meaning either she posted it or somebody leaked it. Let's finish listening to this before I finish that thought, because it is a sad, wicked f***ing world we live in, bro. The one person you're supposed to trust, and like, a serious question to all my guys that have been through shit in life. Bro, do you ever think you can actually relax and like open up? I don't think you can, bro. That ass, like, to all the real ones, bro, you really never could. You really can never fully open up with anybody in life ever, period. Seriously. Not your future wife, not even your parent, not even your mom, bro. Nobody. Because what do most people do? Whether the harm is intentional or not, when you open up to people, especially like your trauma or your whatever you've gone through in life that really you up, or whatever it is that you're holding in, if you open up to other people about it, regardless of how close they are to you at the time, they can always use it against you in the future, bro, or use it to harm you or hold it over your head. So as a man that's been through shit, can you really ever open up to anybody? Because what if you find yourself in his position right here? I don't know what he's about to say. I mean, we heard the first minute? Like, you're talking to somebody about something intimate or something important, sincere, whatever it is, and your girl's out here secretly recording you. I don't even think he knew about these recordings.
That's a whole nother
because
level
he
of backdoor
died, and this
too.
shit, as I understand it, was whatever it was. She posted
Like,
it or it got leaked.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all, and I'll say it like this. I obviously with your girl, you're supposed to talk and be vulnerable like that. You know what I mean? There's convos that I have with my girl that obviously won't ever be out. But if they were to be leaked, I would never trust talking to anybody like that again. Because, I mean, speak to my brothers in here as a testament to what I'm saying. Vulnerability is sort of like hitting the lottery when it comes on, whenever it comes to who you can trust with that. You know? Like this man said, whenever women get like this and they hear all this, they might very well just turn it on them in the future. And yet he's sitting there just, hey babe, I need you, da 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 da. He's just expressing how much he loves her and how much he wants to make this work. And she's doing this all out of a little side shit, a little side shit. She has her side piece lined up.
The internet after he died. Maybe they used this in a trial. I don't know, but what I'm saying is, he probably didn't even know about these recordings that we're listening to right now, that we are able to listen to. I'm just pointing out how f***ing wicked people can be. And that if you're a man who, like, bro, you really can never open up. And that's a dark, crazy thought to sit on. And I'm not talking about the boys that talk about going to therapy, bro. Go ahead, go to therapy, bro. As soon as the time is over with, he doesn't give a f*** about what you had to tell them and all your problems. They're paid to just listen to you, by the way. Just letting y'all know. And I'm not neglecting or saying that it shouldn't exist. Of course it should. And some people do need it. But I'm talking about, like, bro, as guys, you would never be able to get yourself to do it because you know it's fake. Like, the only therapist you have is God, bro. Straight up. This is just my thoughts as I listen to this. I'm positive here in this.
And y'all, I really want y'all to know that. I really don't believe that y'all go to therapy if you need it. Yes, that's exactly what I was about to say too. Right after that whole, bro, I went to therapy, and this is something that I didn't even like talk about a whole lot because I was kind of, obviously, I was a little ashamed of it in a way, like, and you should never feel ashamed for trying to get help, because there's a lot of times you might be going through something in life that you can't explain. You can't even process it yourself, And if you can't explain it and you can't process it, you can't really expect those closest to you to expect what's going on as well. It got to the point where I ended up going to therapy. And I'll speak on the extensive part of it as well. I ended up going to therapy, talking through with my therapist, just going about convos about what I've gone through. Just, you know, it's really like, I want y'all to know too, there's a lot of times where you might think, oh, you can't really tell a therapist. Bro, you could tell a therapist any and everything. You know, if they are the one that wants to risk not fucking taking their job seriously and goes and spreads your business, at that point, it's one of those times where you're like, fuck that nigga, I'ma sue and get a bag, you know? And then after that, nigga, your feelings will be hurt, but your bag will be up. So know that. But go in there, be completely vulnerable, because that was the first time I had gone through and said everything I had felt, you know, even feelings that I didn't know about. And so I definitely recommend go to hear an outside source. There are times when you need someone's opinion that's not your family's, that's not your friends, because obviously it's going to be a little biased. You gotta have someone that knows and that's heard other people go through different things, tell you what's really going on, or tell you what they think is going on. Even if you don't believe them, at least hear them out, you know? It's sort of like listening to a coach in a way. Like, you're not going to completely ignore Nick Saban whenever he's trying to give you tips on how to be a better player, right? You can listen to him, you can hear him, you can agree with him, but deep down, he knows what the fuck he's talking about in a way. Now, obviously, it can go on to psychiatric care after that, which I did go into. And pills are, yo, Red, I appreciate you. Pills are one thing that I'd say definitely be careful on. They had me on different kinds of pills. And at the end of the day, like, I felt that wasn't helping. So I don't know how it'd feel for y'all. So I'm not gonna speak on the whole pill aspect, but therapy is definitely something everyone should try out at least once.
Second, bro, but when I really sit here and think about all this shit, bro, if you're a man, your only therapist is God. He's the only one you can speak to and go to with your problems without fear of being betrayed. Hold on, bro.
I can't keep living like this. I don't want to be with nobody else.
And Jay, you know why though? Because in that same way that I stopped taking my meds, bro. And obviously, I'm always gonna speak to the realness of it. It's as you can't mix both. You can't mix both. You know what I mean? And obviously, I heard from my psychiatrist beforehand. You know, she was just letting me know, like, hey, you know, you can't really do that because either it won't work or it'll bring in negative effects. So that's one thing I'll definitely like say, because sometimes you got to think of it almost like, you know, two positives might just make a negative in that case. You know, like if you're trying to use a substance to try and get away from feelings, and then you also have another form of substance that changes your brain chemical, like on pill strength level, bro, yeah, it's gonna fuck with your brain. So I just recommend whatever you go through, whatever meds you're taking, know beforehand what you're taking and what else you have going on to see what counteracts with what. You know, I don't want any of y'all thinking that something's going on wrong with you whenever it's really just the stuff you're taking. You know, I just want y'all to be safe in that sense.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you know. I honestly don't know what to say. I can just tell you I'm sorry, because I literally done a lot of shit.
W-info in the chat.
This relationship down. I've done a lot of shit that can make you hate me. I've done a lot of shit that will make you look the other way when I could be saying something right. But I just want you to open your mind up and just to see every day we losing a house.
So
Me being with my child every day. A bunch of shit. I don't want to lose my love with you. I don't want to have to restore all that shit. And then we come back to each other and we work it out. And then we have to do all that again. I don't want to have to do that. I don't want to stop the baby steps again. I'm just asking you.
See, because it sounds like he knows how the shit would go. He's basically saying he sort of knows that if they were to break up, they just get back together later on, and there's no point in causing that drama. And that's so true, y'all. There's so many people in relationships, and they'll break up, get together, break up, get together, break up, get together. Nigga, quit breaking up. If y'all don't sit there and talk y'all shit through, we know y'all gonna be together next week. You know what I mean? Like, that's just...
To try, babe. Any any sign of me cheating, any sign of me doing anything wrong, you can leave. You can go right out the door.
That's what you don't understand is I don't want to work it out. In order to
What's good, Pure?
No.
And you know what's gut wrenching about this, y'all? And I'm not saying this is, I don't know what he was, bro. I don't know what type of person he was in a relationship, right? Realistically speaking, most people aren't perfect and they both probably did stupid dumb shit to each other or hurt each other. Bro, this is life. No one is perfect. Straight up, right? So arguments, y'all know how this shit goes down. So I'm not saying this as if he's like a perfect man. No one is. But goddamn, did y'all just hear what she said, bro? Imagine how gut-wrenching that is to hear a woman say she doesn't want to work it out with you, knowing that she's not just a girl you're with. Bro, she literally is the mother of your child. Meaning you're bonded with her for life. Meaning if you're a good man and you're trying to actually be in your child's life and you don't come from a broken family, from a broken home, you've seen your parents fight it out and go at it and still remain together because they both value the family unit above everything else and above the hate that they might harbor for each other momentarily whenever they fight. If you're that type of man, bro, hearing some shit like this is the worst thing you can hear.
That part right there. I've already talked on it multiple times. You got to stick it through for your family, because I want y'all to know you're always gonna not like somebody. You're with the significant other that you have 3 kids with, and you decide one day you don't like them. The next nigga you want to fuck or the next girl you want to fuck is gonna be the same way. It's only like a quick feeling where you feel that little moment of lust, that little moment of whatever the fuck you got going on, and then beyond that, you realize that damn, there's really nothing like having my family. And then at that point, it's too late.
Knowing that you fucked up, knowing that you had a child with the wrong woman, knowing that you're trying to, I mean, we all heard what he said, bro. We're going to be losing our house, our family. Our kid is not going to have both of his parents in his life. That is a terrifying reality to find yourself in. But this would put it, hold on.
Wait, let me finish.
I know you don't want to. I already understand you don't want to work it out. And I know why. Because it takes me this long to try to fucking put it together.
I'm not done
but
talking.
that's
You
not
just
the
cut
way
me
I
off.
want to
You
go.
just cut me off. You just cut me off. So can I talk?
Yes.
In order to work something out, both people have to want it.
Yes.
And I don't.
And I'm just asking.
So I'm telling you how this is gonna go.
I just don't think we should be like this, babe. You're trying to run the show, and I just think you should just give me an opportunity to fix it with our relationship. Like, I'm so down on this shit. I'm so mentally broken. I really want to fix my home, bro.
You're so mentally broken.
Babe, I've been through a lot of shit. You've been through a lot too. I'm not knocking that, bro.
Oh my gosh. And I hate you're so mentally broken. You can't let this nigga live with his feelings for 1 second. Yeah, this nigga's mentally broken. The woman he loves, the mother of his child, is telling him over and over that she don't want this shit. And he's trying to get her to just be like, babe, let's do it. Come on. Like, you know what I mean? And this is like, oh, like, bitch, ain't no one trying to negate your feelings. He's just trying to state his. I hate that shit. I hate that shit. Cause now she's like, well, I go through stuff too. Then that's what he said. He was like, we've both gone through shit, bro. Everybody's gonna go through shit. You're right, y'all. She's the victim. My bad, Panda. Thank you for reminding me, bro. Cause bro, y'all, I forgot everything that I've said about her. I take that back, bro. She's a victim.
At the end of the day, you went through shit when it was most trauma.
And that's the fact, Panda. Panda's so real for that.
I was a terrible boyfriend. I was never there. I was absent. I wanted to smoke J's more than worrying about my family and making sure y'all straight. I was worried about getting high, stimulation in my mind and shit like that. I'm not worried about that shit though.
You see what I mean? I told you, he's obviously not a perfect man. No one is. Everybody has their faults. But you can tell who has a priority in mind. And I can't even say, yeah, who has a priority in mind and who doesn't. It just sucks that there's a child involved. Honestly, that's the worst part. That is the worst part about this, period. I don't even say that. Again, why was this recorded, bro? It's just the thought of being secretly.
Nah, well, this is the thing though too. She wanted such an easy way out. She wanted such an easy way out because the way she wanted it, she wanted to piss this nigga off by saying, "Oh, we're not gonna be together," doing this, that, and the third, to where he's just stopped dealing with her. You know, because this is one thing. This is one thing, right? If there is a relationship going on and there are no kids in this situation, and there is a nigga constantly like, "Oh, we can make this work, we can make this work, we can make this work," and the woman's like, "No, no, 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 no," I'd be over here like, "Yeah, bro, you need to leave her the fuck alone. Let her move on. You have a whole baby. A baby. Mind you, that means that within the past 9 months, or however, okay, so even 10 months ago, at the point of conception, y'all loved each other enough to risk y'all loved each other enough to risk the option of having a kid, you know? And if you're gonna risk that option, nigga, you need to also deal with the responsibilities of sitting there and raising that child. You know what I mean? So if you're over there like, "Oh no, I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it," when this nigga already stated, see, and that's why I was hearing it a little bit more as well, because I was like, I do want to hear what he did wrong. It doesn't matter, rest in peace to him, but I did want to hear why she was acting this way. And then whenever he was saying, "I would understand if I cheated or did you wrong," so he never cheated or did her wrong, is what he's saying. He was saying he'd understand if she left him for that. This nigga, it sounds like he just went through addiction, being caught up smoking, being caught up in the moment. And what it also sounds like too is this nigga's a hustler. This nigga's a rapper. This nigga's making music. This nigga's doing everything. You know, he's dog breeding. He does everything possible to make bread. And as someone who lives that type of way, bro, as someone who lives every day like you're just trying to do something, you're just trying to work constantly, bro, I get so isolated. Doing that shit. So in relationships, it's hard to deal with relationships, especially once they see that you're isolated in this shit. She probably resented him because he was out doing shit that he needed to do, and he wasn't showing her enough attention. She obviously seems like the type, "Oh, let's go out to the club, let's go do this, let's go do this." And he was probably like, "Nah, we can't do that tonight. Nah, I'm not gonna do that." "All right, fine, I'm gonna go out with my girl then. You know what I mean? Like, I can definitely see that being one of these types of relationships.
Recorded that like pisses me off about this, because what was she gonna use this for? To expose him for begging her to stay in his life? To use it against him in the sense of
hella
showing
child
him in
support.
I don't know, degrading
Oh my
way,
gosh,
even
bro.
though this isn't really degrading, it's literally him trying to keep his family unit intact and actually realizing that he messed up in the past, trying to work things together and make the future better than the past. I just don't know why she recorded this, bro. This is some good ass insight onto.
Cause she always gotta have some shit in her fucking phone, bro. She always has to have something on her phone, something on camera. She had it while they were talking. She probably had this shit going after he got killed. She probably, all of it, all has to be on camera.
Though I'll say that.
I honestly have a clear head. I honestly think about putting my family in. I honestly thinking about still being able to stand. So emergencies come up, you crash your car, shit happen, and I'll be able to put us back on our feet like that. That's my shit. I don't want to lose you, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna think about losing you because that shit's hard for me to endure, bro. Definitely the day before Christmas, like I keep telling you, never had a Christmas with you, bro. Just wanna try to spend time with you, at least try to enjoy my life with you while I can. I only had one life. We already had a kid. We already started a family. Let's get this shit right while we can. before it's too late.
That's what I'm telling you.
It's not too late, baby, because we're right here talking. It's not too late. We're right here talking. It's not too late. We still there together. It's not too late. It's not too late.
Still here?
Why?
Because I work here.
Okay, and I'm asking you to just love me
I feel bad
again.
for Bug that he has to get
I'm
used
just
to
asking you to love me again,
So,
babe. I'm just
the
asking
part
you to love me again, babe. I'm
is
asking you to,
convenient.
please. I'm just asking you to love me again. I'm just
My
asking
son's
you to.
stuff is here.
I'm just
And
asking you.
until I'm able to
You're not moving. I don't want you to.
And see, that's that type of shit that pissed me off too. My son's stuff is here, so and until I'm able to move out, bitch, quit with all this fucking half foot in, half foot out shit. You're not gonna be over here in my crib saying, oh, well, until I can find a place, this is where I'm gonna be staying, but I'm not gonna be with you. Bitch, kick rocks or love me. You know what I mean? Like genuinely. She's trying to get the best of both worlds, and that's how he got killed. She was gonna be living in her place, which was really his place, getting fucked by another nigga, thinking that she could bring other niggas into the place, thinking that that's just, oh, I wasn't with him. We weren't even together. Bitch, shut up. He neglected her to the point where she went to the hitman. And no, that's exactly what I was talking about earlier. She wants to be the victim so bad, and y'all know that, obviously. That's why you keep reminding, because it's true. She had to make it seem like he died in some other accident. And you know why she did that too? Because he was a rapper, because of this, because of that, so it wouldn't really look too deeply upon, you know, until it was. She already tried to set him up. She was already trying to do all this, that, and the third. She wanted to be the baby mama who lost her baby daddy to him getting killed because he was in that street life. That's what she wanted. She didn't want to be the type to leave him and then he's constantly saying how he wants to be in the child's life. No. She has to have people hate him for a reason, you know? She has to have people not like him because of who he was or the type of lifestyle he led, so she could be the victim.
Leave. I don't want you to do all that. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I want you to just see positivity out of the situation.
It's no positivity.
It is positive.
You know what's crazy? You can tell off her tone and the way she's talking to him. And this is the part that hurts to listen to, is like she already has her mind made up and nothing you can say is going to change it. And at that point, you got to just pack it up and just leave it at that and just eat that. And what's crazy is, regardless of the emotions attached here, in a sense of life and your future, instead of trying to repair and build and give a second chance to the man you already have a child with and have been with since your teenage years. Y'all have been together since high school, bro. So I believe since they were like 16 or something. Y'all have been together for 4 years and have a child together. Meaning if you are able to fix this and repair it, you will be so much well off than to get clobbered and slobbered and used by other men and having multiple kids from multiple guys.
Talk
Just
on
being
that.
seen as that, bro. And no one really taking you serious after that. I don't give a bro. I speak my mind. It's really those two options. But it sounds like there's really nothing he could say to make her change her mind. It's over with, bro. You gotta just eat this bullet. This is just one of those situations life throws at you. You just have no choice but to eat. And it sucks to listen to. I'm not even in his life. This is just sucks to listen to.
Making it negative. If I'm telling you, it's still positive.
I
If
just
I'm
bust your
telling
head open.
babe, and I'm fine. I'm still seeing positivity. Okay, I'm still seeing positivity. You're the one who's painting the negative on the situation. Like, you not understand, you laughing at me, bro.
Is negative.
It's
I
not,
can't
because I'm
take
right
negative
here.
on negative.
I'm
It's
trying to
already
work this shit
negative.
out. I'm right here.
For real,
trying to
bro.
work this shit out. I'm right here trying
Hey, I'm gonna have to
work
type that
this
in the
out.
comments.
And a week
Yes.
ago, you punched me in my face.
And I've done that, and
Drag me
I've
off
told
the
you
bed.
that.
Whoa. Whoa. What? Nigga, wait a minute. What the fuck?
Oh, and a week
Yes.
ago, you punched me in my face.
And I've done that,
Drag
and
me
I've
off
told
the
you
bed.
that. I've done that.
Got on
I've
top
done
of me
that.
and choked me.
Babe, but you gotta understand, I'm out of town for 4 days. I'll come back home. everything
come back
that I
home.
have is just fucking.
What bitches' numbers in your phone? You're on the
right,
phone with
I
bitches
did.
while I'm in the
You
kitchen.
right.
You're in the living room.
I was on
Hold
the phone with
on.
no bitch while you was in the kitchen and I was in the living room.
You didn't know
I swear
was
to
in the
God.
kitchen.
I swear to God, I wasn't
heard
on the
it.
phone with no bitch in the living room while you was in the kitchen. I would never do no shit like that.
You
I wouldn't even call no bitch in my house with you right here. That's so disrespectful. You might have thought I was on the phone with a bitch.
You were.
I wasn't.
Okay. Well, besides.
I wasn't on the phone with a bitch. I'm telling you, I wasn't on the phone with a bitch in the living room with you right here. I wouldn't even do no
Okay,
shit
so
like
maybe
that.
I just misheard. But
Maybe you misheard. Like I said, I wouldn't do no shit like that. Like, that's beyond disrespectful. I would be super mad you did some shit like that to me.
We gotta digest and dissect that. That explains why she was just done with him. That explains.
Nigga, Flambini, you took the words right out my mouth. You know, I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna say it like this. And this is also something that is a very crazy take, So obviously, if y'all don't agree with me, I understand it. But this is how I feel looking at that situation. Wow. So it seems, and we're gonna take this under the fact that she is a victim as well, because I'm not gonna negate what she just said, because he didn't even deny it. And he's like, yeah, I've done that. This nigga's beat on her before. Now, whenever it comes to a situation like this, we might hear it in the video or not. She probably knew the type of nigga this was. She probably had been dealing with this for a while. And then she has a baby. Ma'am, if he is, I'm letting y'all know, if y'all are in a relationship and it is abuse, it is toxic, do not bring a baby into that relationship. Y'all niggas are too horny. Y'all are too horny because now the baby has to deal with all that abuse. That baby still has to deal with the past abuse that they didn't even live through because of y'all. Ma'am, you had a baby with this nigga, and I'm not even going to defend him no more because now I found out he was beating and choking on her. That does not mean you can have his life put on a hit list. That does not mean you can put his life on a hit list. I get it. Bro, I'd be mad as fuck if I had my daughter and I found out this nigga was hitting on her. You gotta know what doing that'll do to you, though. And at the same time, if it was my daughter with a thug-like nigga that was doing this shit, I would have been told her before she had a kid that she needs to get out that relationship. You know what I mean? And it's really just a sad case for everyone now, because no matter what, the baby is gonna be at the beckoning of their parents' decisions for the rest of their life. Not gonna have a father, gonna have to live with the fact that their mother was the reason their father got killed. Then you're gonna deal with the mother talking shit about the father, saying how abusive he was, and it's an endless cycle that's not gonna end because of this shit.
I told
now.
y'all, bro, listening to the way she spoke and the way he talked, that's not a tone of reinconsolation. What the f is the word? Reconciliation? Hold on. Reinconsolation? Whatever the word is, bro, where you bring shit together back. Nah, that is the tone of it's over with. So she's basically insinuating that he was cheating on her, and I guess when she confronted him about it, he hit her with a Mike Tyson hook. We don't know all the details to what the caused him to do that, but obviously, like, I don't condone hitting people, bro, straight up, unless they try to go at you or they do something insane to you. But it really depends on if that's a one-off situation or not. If that's a one-off situation.
Exactly that. I don't condone hitting, but I don't condone calling a hit on somebody's life as well. You know what I mean? And it's just like, that's why I'm not even gonna speak on the whole hitting thing too, because, bro, y'all know how toxic relationships get. And I'm gonna be honest, he probably wasn't the only one hitting. She probably hit him too. I don't know who did it more, but in relationships like that, it's always back and forth. It doesn't make it acceptable. It doesn't make it right. No one should have lost their life over this.
The sense of like, something caused it to go down, I can let it pass. But if you just beat on your girl for no reason, unwarranted, just to abuse her, then you're a piece of shit. Straight up. And that's not a good trait to have. And of course, no duh, Sherlock, she's gonna leave you like she should. So it's really context that is important in that last statement. Like, was it a one-off situation where he rocked you because of something you said or did, or a situation between y'all and this was the only time he did this shit in all the years you've been with him? That's a different story. Or
Hey,
was he just
checkpoint, y'all.
you in your
Checkpoint.
job whenever
I want y'all to get lit.
That's
get lit with
that's
me.
Wrong. Regardless, it explains why she wants to leave him. And it's just up that there's a kid involved, bro. And after this, they were in a weird position where they were still together, but not together. Like, I'm not seeing anything that says a divorce. So they were still legally
I'm
married,
loading up my boy, y'all.
and they have their kid who they're sharing, but she left his house and went to live with her mom. And that's when this happened. So let me break this down and tell y'all what happened from my own words. Then I have the official story right here from the court. So this happened in June 13th, 2022, where he showed up to her house at around 2 to 3 a.m. in the morning, or I should say her mom's house where she was at, trying to fix things, trying to get back together, trying to, or I should say just fix the relationship.
Bro, and y'all know that. If y'all in a relationship, y'all know, especially after arguments or after little fights like that, bro, in the middle of the night, you start feeling so, that's when you start getting cold again. It's when you start feeling lonely. That's when you start feeling like you need a hug or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just being honest. And so he just wanted to go up at 2 a.m., demon timing, to his stepmom, not his stepmom. I mean his mother-in-law, in a way. His mother-in-law's crib to talk to his girl. I don't know if it's still his girl. Did she file for divorce? That's what I'm wondering. Like, were they even legally together? You know what I mean? Like, obviously, there's still morality when it comes to it, but in a legal case, for sure, it does matter, because if they weren't together, then it you know, like, it was her choice to be fucking with that other nigga, you know, and you can't really blame her. But fuck, this is sad as shit.
Reconciliation, whatever the word is, bro. He tried to do that with her. And when he got in the house, I assume the mom opened the door or he has a key to it. I don't know. But somehow he got into the house. And when he entered her room, he saw a scene no one would ever wish on their worst enemies. Actually, I do wish it on my worst enemy. But anyways, he walked in on her being unfaithful and sleeping with another man. And that is when he got shot 16 times by a man named Terrence Kenneth Yancey.
And you know what? I'm gonna be honest, that nigga loved her. That nigga loved her. And he was in love with her. And I wouldn't be surprised if they've been talking for the longest time. Because there is no nigga, especially the one that is doing the fucking. Bro, you got caught by this nigga and you gotta kill him? You ain't even really in the right for that. You know what I mean? Like had it been the other way around, this nigga crashed out and killed it. Okay, I could, you know what I mean? Bro, this nigga was in love with her. And he wanted to be with her. And he finally saw a reason to get rid of this nigga. And now she gonna be off on another dick while you're sending and serving a life sentence. You know what I mean? So,
shot to the head, back of the head, I should say, 1 in the neck and 14 in his back. And Yancey fled the scene and the house and was hunted down later on. Now let me read it.
Head and neck, and then 14 in the back. Head and neck and 14 in the back. Now, my question is, since those 14 were in the back, did those happen first? Like, was he trying to run away? Like, he saw the gun, now he's trying to run away, boom, 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 all in the back, and then this nigga just fires 2 more into his, you know? Because I'm not really understanding this.
Verbatim for y'all. Following a week-long trial, a Calvert County jury on April 17th, 2023 convicted Terrence Kenneth Yancey of voluntary manslaughter in the shooting death of Tyree Richardson. The jury also convicted Yancey of 2
voluntary manslaughter? Voluntary manslaughter?
firearms violations, 4 counts of reckless endangerment, and 1 count of destruction of evidence.
The ex
he faces
and it wasn't even the ex. It was her man. She was cheating on her man. He caught them fucking, and then the nigga that was fucking her killed him.
Of over 40 years incarceration, which he got 18 years, and he has to serve a minimum of half of that. So this person is serving minimum 9 years before being eligible for parole. Evidence revealed that Mr. Richardson entered a home in the early morning hours of June 13th, 2022 to attempt a reconciliation with his ex-girl. When he entered her bedroom, he was met with a hail of gunfire from Yancey. All told, Yancey fired 16 shots and then fled the residence. A massive manhunt ensued and Yancey was ultimately captured 24 hours later.
See, no, I'm saying no, because that's what we're talking about. If they were married and they hadn't gone through the proceeds of actually legally getting through that, then in court she would be wrong. You know what I mean? Because you got, like, even if you don't fuck with the person you're with, if y'all are married and then you get caught cheating on them, it will be said as cheating. You know what I mean? Same as in the cases that you've seen, like of military. In the military, you go to prison if you can actually be held liable for cheating. So a lot of them say, "Oh, well, my wife was out fucking whatever, so of course whenever I was away I was doing it." But you were still married to her. If you found out your wife was cheating on you already, you can't just be out traveling different countries, different states, and then fucking whoever you want because of that. Because the second she figures out, yeah, she's gonna hold you liable, take you to divorce court, and then take all your fucking money as well. You can be married and separated. No, I understand that as well. I understand that as well. But I'm saying under the cases this was happening
in a wooded area in Dunkirk. The Attorney General stated that this was a well-tried case. In addition to witness testimony, the state presented over 300 pieces of physical evidence for the jury's consideration, and I am pleased that we were able to bring justice to the family of the victim. Speaking of the family, let's listen to his own parents, what they had to say about this, directly from them.
The 911 tape was revealed. There was a few attempts to try to resuscitate him. The dog, the family dog that lived in the house, was more important than my son's body. Laying dead. She was looking for her dog. Whatever the dog, King, whatever the name was in the 911 tape, it says she's yelling out the door for the dog. My son is laying in the bedroom, dead.
When a girl loses feelings for you, you're dead to her, bro. As cold as that is to say, that is probably the best proof of that.
Not only seeing our son's body shot up, because in court, in trial, you see the real life pictures. Not only seeing him
super fucking sad,
with a bullet to the back of his head, with a bullet to his neck, with 14 bullets to his back. Not only did it hurt us to see that, we learned the truth behind the story.
And that's what his parents had to say. When I told you she posted YouTube videos or whatever kind of videos to tell her side of the
Let's
story.
get this checkpoint, bro. And I'm feeling sad, bro.
How she
Light up,
felt,
yeah.
or how she viewed this story. This is the last thing we're gonna listen to, and then we're out of here. Let's go.
He comes to my mom's house unannounced. He did not tell me that he was coming. We didn't have no conversation. We literally laid down in the bed. We was taking shots a little bit, like, so we sleepy. It's 3 in the morning. I wake up to shots. It's gunshots, like it's 16 shots. And like 16 shots, that happens fast, but like when you in a room or like next to something like that, like it just seems like it's going on fast.
Notice how she said she was asleep whenever she heard the shots, but it was already said that this nigga walked in on them fucking. You know what I mean? Like, unless that was just an exaggeration. You know what I mean? 14 times in the back. It was one in the neck, one in the head, and then 14 shots in the back. And she's out looking for the dog.
Ever.
And that is it. That was a lot to get through. That took a lot of energy away from me, if I'm being completely honest with y'all. Damn. If you and her don't prioritize God in your relationship, you don't have no protection or shield to save you from how wicked and fucking cruel it is out here. That's my conclusion from all this, bro. If you got a God-fearing wife and you're God-fearing, it won't get rid of arguments and normal
true.
human being shit, but it'll at least put some light in both of y'all's hearts to not do crazy shit to each other. That's honestly the only positive I can give y'all from this situation. Other than that, it's all negative, bro. Because, wow. That was a fucked video. I can't even tell you to be careful, bro. I really can't. Like, this is the crazy part. I remember when I first started out on YouTube, bro, and I was 17, 18.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and end it right there. I fuck with the case story because that was a good case to hear. But I mean, like, I think that, hey, shout out to Spirit Entertainment. If y'all want to go watch more vids like that, that'll be those types of vids. YouTube. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.